Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Nikken Business Opportunity Call. Tonight, I'm joined by David Martin down in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area. Good evening, David.
Good evening, Dennis.
And also Reid Nelson out in Portland, Oregon. Good evening, Reid.
Hello, Dennis. And hello, David.
Hi, Reid.
Welcome, gentlemen. So tonight we're going to talk about discover the freedom you desire and create a more meaningful life. So, Reid, I'm going to kick it right over to you.
Perfect. Thanks, Dennis. Well, good evening, everybody. It's great to be with you again for our weekly rendition of an opportunity call. We're very excited about doing this, and every week we want to mix it up with new personalities and great new stories. And of course, as Dennis said, we've got David Martin on with us tonight. Dave, what a pleasure to be with you. I've met you probably, a year ago or so, I think?
Yep.
Leadership,
I think it was a year ago.
Yeah, almost. How long have you been involved with us in Nikken?
I ended first of 2012.
Okay, excellent. So, as we look at this first slide here, it says, discover the freedom you desire and create a more meaningful life. I like the lady sitting there going like this, like it's awesome, looking out the ocean. There's nothing more peaceful than an ocean, but discovering the freedom you desire. When you first saw this, David, what did something like that mean to you?
Well, I'd been in software all my life and working 80, 100 hours a week, creating a bunch of millionaires, stressing myself out, stressing them out. And in 2002, I took a year off from a successful but stressful career and just was home with my daughters, who were 2 and 5, at the time. And in spring of 2003, I decided that I enjoyed being at home with my daughters too much to return to that stressful prison, of a job in the corporate world. And so I began to create a life that way, but I hit some bumps along the road, and I needed to recreate that life using Nikken.
Okay, cool, very good. Let's go to that next slide, Dennis. So, when we first started looking at Nikken years ago, and I know Dennis the same thing, both he and I have been involved in many business ventures over our lifetime. And I know that when we were looking at things in our past, as well as when we looked at Nikken for the first time, these are the things we looked at. We wanted to do our due diligence. We need to look at all these elements to really make a good, decent decision for our life. It worked for me in the telephone industry, in the office products industry, in the insurance industry. These are the types of things we examined. And over the course of our next few minutes, these are the things we're going to examine with you. And so, David, when you were introduced to Nikken, okay, originally here a couple of years ago now almost, when you look at that word industry,